T-boy, first of all, I need a moment to soak all of these. This is you.
Yes.
As a farmer.
Mimi ni mkulima.
Ekwa jokes. T-boy, you have a farm.
You know, I was shocked. I was shocked because atiwe ni mkulima. Ngombe, mimi ni mkulima. So yeah, this is what we do. Si kila saa ati sherehe sijui kwa TV nini. Sasa zingine tutakujanga tunafanya kazi. Unaona sasa hii tunajaribu kupanda viazi.
The T-boy, the superstar, the DJ, the most sought after DJ in the 254 and beyond, decide to come to the farm?
So, I mean, this passion me now for a while, because first of all, I started DJing in the US. Started DJing 12 years ago. So I always thought nikikam Kenya, when I came back to Kenya, my dad used to do it. But ilikuwa tu small scale, ile tu si ati, not too much, you know. So I was like, you know what, I would want to do this, but I didn't. In a situation, yeah, you want to do something, but you Tanzania. You just need that kickstart too when you got to start, you know. So during pandemic, when Corona happened, because that's where the ones were heavily affected. That's when I decided I'm going to do.
Oh yeah, people in the entertainment industry were very heavily affected, right?
Our industry was totally shut down.
Right.
And that's when I realized I need to stop putting all my eggs in one basket and start doing, venturing other things.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I got into farming.
All right.
Yeah.
So of course you've mentioned that your dad used to do it, but in small scale.
Yeah.
Was he doing potatoes as well?
Yes. You see, in Nyandarua is known for potatoes. So alikuwa nafanya potatoes, 1 acre, 2 acres. So that's why I learned about farming, because I used to do it with him, but on a small scale, you know. When
you were having that conversation with them on, I want to farm, seriously, and here we are on 15 acres. You see land kidogo. This is land that many people are looking forward to get.
Yeah.
What was their reaction like? Were they confident enough that you're going to handle it?
First of all, my mom, I used to tell my mom that I'm going to be a farmer, and I want to do it on a large scale, because, this is commercial farming. And she couldn't believe me. She was like, you know what, I'll support you. Whatever you want to do, just go ahead and do it. But until now, nikaanza na 3 acres, nikaanza na 6 acres, pole. And then I started investing in irrigation and things like that. That's when she realized, okay, this guy is serious.
Please tell me, so far, given that you started this venture in the wake of the pandemic, what are some of the milestones you have achieved with this activity? Because I know with being a DJ, you've achieved so much. You've played everywhere in the country.
Yeah.
Your name is on almost every poster where it's happening. Yeah. And we know that achievement in that side of your life. But tell us what you feel has been a great milestone for you as a farmer.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm still a new farmer. I'm still very new in the game, especially when it comes to commercial farming. One thing I can say for sure, in the last 2 years, I've gained a lot of knowledge. Farming is not as easy as people think. It entails a lot of things and a lot of experience. So for me, I'm not going to lie. But for me, when I got into potatoes, a lot of these companies, they're very specific on the kind of seedlings they want, right? So I worked with a company called Wedge Hut. They process potatoes. So I approached them like, I'm interested in doing this. And they're like, yeah, go ahead. So they gave me 3 options, but their first option was Marquise. So nikaanza na Marquise. So when I started Marquise, that was last year around April. And things became a bit tricky because Marquise they're not doing very well in Nyandarua. So I put my money there to Kalima. I think Nilima 5 acres, yeah. In Kalima 5 acres, but it didn't go well. You understand? But you see, for me, I look at that as a learning. You have to go through that, So when I realized, okay, this Marquise is not gonna work, so I went for the option B, which is Shangi. So Shangi is at least nafanya vizuri hapa in Nyandarua, in Olkalau. So that's what we are doing right now.
All right. Yeah. So hapo umetuelezea venye umechomeka kidogo, but also we just want to now go back to my question on some of the joys that you have experienced being a farmer.
I mean, one thing about me, it's not just farming, even DJing and everything. I like everything about production. Even music, it's all about production, and being part of the experience. The same thing as farming. Ukigrow viazi, umepanda hii viazi inatoka. That's the joy. That's the joy. It brings a lot of joy to it brings a lot of joy when it comes to me. So that's why for me, like, napenda sana, like it's something that I love, it's something that I really enjoy, and I want to be part of it, and I want it to grow, take it to the next level, you know, yeah.
What is that next level for DJ T-Boy when it comes to farming? What is that?
I want to be a large-scale farmer, and I'm not just talking about just crops, even animals and things like that, yeah. Kuku, you know, rue.
Right.
Yeah, very important, yeah.
How do you balance those two aspects of your life? Given that you're very booked and busy as a DJ, how do you find the time?
It's not easy.
To be here?
I'll give you an example, right?
Right.
Jana nilikuwa Eldoret. I played till like around 4:30 in the morning. I went to the hotel, slept for 2 hours, drove from Eldoret all the way to Olkalau. That's a 3-hour drive. So it means jalala. Naona nimetoka huko, nimekuja hapa. But in everything, it all takes, you need sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. You know, farming, huwezi fanya farming ile ambali. You have to be invested in it. As much as it's passive income, you still have to be invested in it. You have to follow up. You have to make sure that guys are doing the right thing. Unaangalia, una monitor, unaangalia, okay, so wameka the right fertilizer, wameka nini, unajua. So it's farming is also hands-on.
You have to be present.
You have to be present, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, but it's like I said again, I had to learn that from last year with everything that I experienced with the 5 acres. I learned that you have to be present.
Right.
Yeah, you have to be present. You have to be part of the whole journey.
Right.
It's very important, yeah.
Great. Now, when you're in your circle of friends in the entertainment space, people that know you for being that #1 DJ, TV DJ, and all that, and you talk to them about you being a farmer, what are usually some of the reactions that you get?
First of all, people don't get it. People don't understand. You know, you see, the thing is, with farming, ukiongea kuhusu farming, people kind of remember their grandma at home or their cousins at home. Si ati nananga kwa shamba anaanza kulima ama anaanza kuvuna. Of course, I want to be part of it, but at the end of the day, when you have a team, when you have a system, it becomes easy for me to do this. So something unaambianga mtu unafanya ukulima na kuangalia like, hey, nako shamba unaanza kulima. I'm like, hapana, usifikiri hivyo kama ati unashushwa na mkanga asubuhi anaenda kwa shamba anaanza kulima. It's not like that. It's what you're doing. Having a team like this right now, you have a group of guys. Like these guys, I work with them every time. Certainly random guys. I know all these guys personally. Wanaitanga time ya kulima, time ya kupalilia, time ya kunini when you're spraying all these chemicals, all these dawas and everything. I work with the same team.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at how your father used to practice agriculture as a small-scale farmer, and that now that you're taking over that legacy, what are some of the things you're doing differently so that you also make sure you're moving with the times when it comes to agriculture? Because agriculture evolves.
Yeah, technology ina change. You know, like for example, especially in Nyandaro, the biggest problem you're having here is the cold. Especially around June, July, because a lot of guys here, they start planting around April. So because that's where that's the rainy season, right? So nakutanga umepanda, when it gets to June, July, it gets really, really cold. So nakuta viazi zako zinachomeka. No. So I remember the first two times my dad did it, it was a bit hard for him because viazi zake zilichomeka. He was getting frustrated because he's putting all his effort here and hakuwa naelewa. But you see, for us, because of doing research, you know, with the access of internet and everything, you get to learn a lot of things. Unajua hii dawa ya baridi, it works well here because kuna dawa unaweza kupiga Meru hapa itawaka, na kuna dawa utapiga hapa huko itawaka. Unaona, so you have to learn all these things. Second thing, also the way the strategies we normally use when it comes to spraying, ukispray dawa kwa mimea. Now we are using drones, the drone system, which has GPS and everything. Inatel penye kila mimea iko. So you see, it's more efficient than kawaida mtu anakuja hapa akipiga, because maybe kuna mtu maybe anataka tu kumaliza kazi yaende, but you see with the drone, it's very specific. Hata ikipita mimea itarudi. You understand? So those are the things that I'm learning, that's making my job a bit easier compared to when I used to do it to my dad.
Right. Yeah. Maybe you can talk to us about some of the major challenges as a young person who's venturing into agriculture, potato farming, to be precise, that you have faced.
Okay, my biggest challenge, to be honest, outsourcing seedlings. especially the last 2 years, it has become very difficult to get seedlings, especially in Nyandarua. Like hizi seedlings niko nazo sasa hivi nilizipata. I went all the way to Kinango kuzitafuta. And you see, it becomes a bit hard to getting all those letters of viazi all the way from Kinango Papa because of transport and all these things. So cost pia inapanda juu. Because back then it was so easy to get seedlings around this area, but for some reason kumekuwa na shortage ya seedlings. So tafadhali ninaomba tafadhali, kama mko na seedlings za Shangi, Unica, Maki, Mazi, I'm looking for those seedlings tafadhali, because yeah, that has been my biggest challenge. Because for me, I want to expand. I want to go 50, 60, 70 acres if it's possible.
Right.
But now when you have all those, when you have those ambitions, but kuja mambo ya seedlings you struggle a little bit, it becomes a problem.
Right.
Yeah. So those are the challenges I'm facing right now. Yeah.
Talking to the young people, because you interact with a lot of them, especially in the hanging out joints that we like to come through. Do you advise them to also try and explore this side of agriculture? And what is their feedback? What is their response like?
Okay, there's a perception about farming, you know, because when you tell someone farming has money, anakwambia, na kwa nini shushu yangu akiniambia nimtumie pesa? You understand? But there are different kinds of farming. You see, like for me, I'm doing commercial farming. So if even the seedlings I'm planting, they're certified seedlings. There are companies out there looking for seedlings. Washina kipigia simu, viazi zako ziko ready, so it means kuna demand ya seedlings, you know. There are companies, which, even international companies are coming to Kenya. They're all sourcing for this specific type of potatoes. I'm not just talking about potatoes. There are so many other things. There are people there are friends of mine who are doing onions, they're doing garlic, they're doing basil, they're doing all these things, and they're exporting them outside the country. You know? So I always talk to my friends now. I'm young, you know, because right now being an entrepreneur is become very difficult. Imekuwa ngumu sana because unafunga biashara 2, 3, 4 years inaanguka, you know. But me, one thing I always say, at the end of the day, ukasirike, ulie, ufanye nini, usote, lazima utakula. You have to eat. At the end of the day, you have to eat. So that's why I got into this business, because despite anything, watu watakula.
Right.
Yeah.
And before you show me some of the tricks and what we will be doing today, leo mimi ndo mtu wako wa mkono.
Okay.
Maybe you can tell me how many people have you managed to create employment for right now?
Yeah, so far we have like 20, 30 people. It depends on what we are doing. Like right now we're trying to plant. As you can see, the shamba right now is a bit sketchy because tulikuwa tumelima, and then the last 1 month kumenyesha. Kumekuwa kunyesha non-stop in Nyandarua. So that's why you're seeing a bit of weeds here and there. But at least tutapanda, and then tutapiga hiyo dawa ya kumaliza kweko imalize ishe. So that's why I had to add more people because of, you know, trying to control the weed situation. So around 20, 30 people, yeah. So what we're doing right now, if you washaeka viazi, they put the fertilizer. So me, I'm using fertilizer and organic fertilizer.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm doing both. So hii donakana katu pebbles, the fertilizer.
The seeds.
Yeah, that's the seed, yeah.
Shangi.
Yeah, that's the Shangi seed. And then when you see the little pebbles are more fertilizer.
Yeah.
Lafi like a whitish powder. It's organic fertilizer.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the organic. Oh, you're mixing both.
I'm mixing both, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. So tufunike.
So tufunika tu. So to do. So hivyo tu. Tumefunika vizuri.
That was our Agri Star of the day, DJ Roy T-Boy. Kwa hivyo hata wewe kijana, ukimaliza kutik-tak anapenda kuzitoka. Usahau kwenda shambani. Thank you so much for watching our Agri Nation, but do keep it Kenya's gold, because we still do have a lot more in store for you.